Good evening, everyone. Maayong gabi sa tanan. Ato nga gipaabot ang atong pasalamat ngadto sa Dios tungod sa kahigayunan nga nagkahiusa ta. You know, just few hours ago, I was with my wife. No, we went to Kangs, and very randomly, while we were approaching the cashier, no, there was this friend of that specific girl, and she asked her, "Kumusta man ka?" And surprisingly, she responded by saying, "Lami na magbigti." No, she wants to commit suicide. And just few days ago, a student of ours here at our university took his life. Imagine yourself as a friend of that person, having to be made aware nga ang usa sa imong mga higala attempted to commit suicide. In fact, he attempted to leave a note kung unsa iyang gusto if that would happen. Imagine if it happens to you the second time with the same friend, the same attempt with a different note. Now imagine if that happens to you again on the third time. And on the fourth time, he succeeded in taking his life. Now, we ask, what does it mean to walk with Jesus when things are uncertain? What does it mean to walk with Jesus when we are in pain? What does it mean to walk with Jesus when things doesn't make sense? And let me bring you back to the story in the Gospel of Luke, when two of Jesus' disciples walked from Jerusalem to Emmaus. It was actually a very long walk, around 7 miles. But if you convert that into a kilometer, that would take around 10 to 11 kilometers. That's from Dumaguete to Bakong. And while they were walking, the story was that it was right after the death of Jesus Christ. So clearly in the story, they were walking with pain. They were walking so uncertain about the future. They were walking not knowing what to do because Jesus was crucified. And I guess each of us here can relate at some point in life nga kana bang mga kasinatian nga daw bugat ang atong pagbati. Mga panahon diin dili ta kasabot nga unsay angay mahitabo, asa ta padulong, mga panahon nga magduha-duha ta sa atong kahimtang. But tonight, while we come to think about those experiences. And maybe for some of us here, we are in that particular situation in life. There are three things that I would like to share tonight. Sa pag-uban ni Jesus sa ato ang panaw or lawig sa kinabuhi. Now, let me bring you back to that story. When they were walking, they were so confused, not knowing what to do. And suddenly, according to our story, Jesus walked with them. And maybe what was painful for Jesus was that mga disipulo niya, upon they failed to recognize Him. Now, imagine yourself, kung ikaw to si Jesus, two of your friends, you accompanied them in their journey, but then it seems that they fail to recognize you. In fact, they told Jesus, ikaw raman siguro ang walay kahibalo or walay alamag sa mga panghitabo. In English, they said to Jesus, maybe it's only you who does not know what's happening in Jerusalem. If it was me, I would have felt rejected. And, sige, mangluod. I know most of us here are luuran. Kana mangganing dili makahay atong friend, di ba? Ingon dayon ta, uy, lain na yang batasan. Luod dayon ta. But here's the good news for all of us. Even during times when we fail to recognize the presence of God with us, He will continue to walk and work with us. And this is the beauty of God's presence in our lives. This is the assurance that we gain in Jesus Christ. Yes, they might have failed to recognize Jesus, but yet, padayon si Jesus nga nagauban kanila. Padayon si Jesus nga nagatudlo kanila. Padayon si Jesus nga nagamatuto kanila diha sa ilahang pagkinabuhi. Allow me to share also a personal journey. One afternoon, I was around 8 years old. And the picture is still so clear. An elder brother of mine approached me, running toward me. You know, as a young kid, I used to wear mga bling-bling, And I had this cross, quintas nga cross. And my brother was running toward me, grabbed my quintas, and broke it. Ug iyang he threw the cross somewhere. And then he was crying, telling me that afternoon that our Papa died. It was very sad. And as I come to think about that experience, maybe it was like a journey so overwhelmed with pain, with doubt, especially about the presence of God, and even questioning kung naabag yung Ginoo. And I submitted to myself that particular moment on my brother telling me, walay Ginoo. But then again, the story of the two disciples walking to Emmaus tells us that despite the fact that at times we question God or even fail to recognize that naa siya sa atong kinabuhi. Few days after, during a vigil service, and I guess I've shared this story in our community, when a pastor came and then he was leading the vigil service, I asked my mama, kinsa man na siya? And my mama told me, siya ang atong pastor. At that very moment, I remember, I told my mama, I want to become a pastor. I was 8. And here I realized, no, there was that point in life where I said, together with my brother, no, asa man ang Ginoo. Just few days after, I committed myself to become a pastor. Why I'm sharing this is because I want us to realize tonight nga taliwala sa mga pagsulay sa kinabuhi, ang Ginoo padayon nga nagalihok alang kanato. Ang Ginoo padayon nga nagauban kanato. Taliwala sa atong pagduha-duha, taliwala sa atong mga pangutana, taliwala sa atong pagduda. God will continue to walk and work with us. That is the assurance. The second thing that I would like to share tonight is the awareness of God's presence. You know, when the disciples were walking around 11 kilometers, only when they were able to share a fellowship with Jesus, katubang nang lingkod na sila, they invited Jesus to have a fellowship with them, and Jesus broke bread, and they shared a meal together. Only then that they were made to realize that it was Jesus walking with them. Why is this so important in the story? You know, many young people or even adults would tell me, Pastor, dili ra dagway ko musimba. Total, masimba man ako ang Ginoo privately. Yes, that's true. But the story tells us and teaches us nga mas makabaluta, mas makatunta sa presensya o sa lihok sa Diyos once we are able to share a time together. And that's the value of fellowship. That is why here at Siriman Church, all worship services, we always spend time together to go on that side, not just to eat, but to fellowship. Again, the message is so clear in that story. They were made to realize of Jesus' presence once or after they had that fellowship. Thus, for every one of us here, do not take for granted the time we spend together as a community. You know, there are a lot of things we can do, not just after worship. For example, we have J2 Mad Bible Studies every Thursday. You are invited to join. We have College Bible Study every Friday at 6 p.m. We are all invited to join. For those adults are with us tonight, we have CWA, UCM, every Friday afternoon. We have the campus cluster. We have the Bantayan group. And a lot of Bible study groups and fellowships. Thus, this is a beautiful invitation that if you want to know more of Jesus, come, spend time with other believers. Fellowship. Because the disciples were made aware of God's presence only when they were able to have that fellowship with Christ. And lastly, in verse 35 of our text, it says there that when they were made aware that it was Jesus who walked with them, immediately they decided to go back to Jerusalem. Again, it was an 11-kilometer walk. And then after realizing that Jesus has risen indeed, siguro, if we try to count the time, it was almost evening when they invited Jesus for a fellowship. Maybe around 6 or 7 p.m. They decided to walk back to Jerusalem from Emmaus. What was their purpose? To tell others of the good news. And this is true to all of us as well. Once we gain the realization that God is so good, God is so gracious, God is so faithful to all of us. When we come to realize that we have been blessed by the Lord, the two disciples never hesitated to walk back so that they will be able to share the good news. And this is true to all of us. We are blessed for us to become a blessing to others. We are made to be aware of Christ's presence so that we can tell others of the good news in Jesus Christ. And so tonight, no matter how difficult our circumstances, be assured that Jesus will continue to walk and work with us. Come to realize the value of our fellowship. And also realize that we need to walk back to tell others of the good news. Tonight, sa ato ang padayon nga pagkinabuhi, sa ato ang padayon nga paglakbay sa kinabuhi, hinaot nga padayon nato nga mabati ang presensya sa Dios. Padayon nato nga huptan ang pasalig aron sa dihang mabati nato ang presensya niya ato kining mapakigambit ngadto sa uban. Tungod kay Jesus nagmatinud-anon nga naglakaw ug naguban kanato. Panalanginan kita sa Dios. Amen.